Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Claudia Nyree, and on this channel we talk about fragrance layering, different fragrances that are in my collection based on their notes. But today, as January winds down, I have two more fragrances or body sprays that I wear and I layer with the fragrances in my collection, and that is Victoria's Secret's Velvet Petals and Victoria's Secret's Almond Blossom Oat Milk. This was new. This one just most recently came out. But these are the last two fragrances that I have. And if you are interested in knowing what do I layer those fragrances with, also I'm going to talk about what have I been wearing to go to sleep in. Stay tuned. Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's start off with the new one. The new one that just came out most recently is Almond Blossom and Oat Milk by Victoria's Secret. This fragrance is very simple. It's just almond blossom, oat, and milk. It's very latonic. Oh, it just smells really good. This is also a fragrance I find that I do also use as a bedtime scent, but this fragrance mostly in my collection is used just lounging around the house. If I'm just relaxing, my husband and I are watching a movie and I just want to smell clean and fresh for the day, then I do Almond Blossom Oat Milk. But when I wear this fragrance, what I like to layer it with is Dior. This one might be hard to find. This is actually, the name of it is Jarina Dior. I actually found this one on Macari. I always tell people, don't sleep on Macari. This is one of those fragrances someone wanted out of their collection. It just did not work on their skin, but it was a beautiful scent. The description that they gave for it was that it was spicy. It was citrus and spicy. But when I got the fragrance, I didn't get those notes. What I got was the almond blossom, the incense, the benzoin. I did get some ylang ylang, but I didn't get enough of it where it was cloying. This fragrance pulled almond blossom completely, almond blossom to me. So when I layered it with Almond Blossom Oat Milk by Victoria's Secret, it was magic. It was absolutely magic. I'm going to list the notes of this fragrance above my head. So if you're curious to what are the notes in the fragrance, because it does have incense in it and it does have lemon in it. But on my skin, I didn't get those notes. But when I put them together, I loved it. Now, if you can get your hands on, or you have Dior by Jarina in your collection, I say layer it with Leche y Hotelos. If I'm saying it, but I'm pronouncing it right. And I could be pronouncing it wrong, so forgive me if I said that wrong. But what it basically means is milk and cookies. Now, this line, I will admit, is discontinued, and I really hate to tell you about it and you can't find it. It is on Macari. You can find it on eBay. The owner of the line did actually discontinue the whole line, not just this fragrance, but the whole line. But if you combine these two together, and say you have this, or you can get your hands on or get a sample and combine them two together, what it's going to do is the almond note that is in the Dior fragrance, that almond blossom, this fragrance promotes it like an almond bomb. So if you're looking for something nutty, something creamy, it adds creaminess to this fragrance. So I like to combine them two together. Dior by Jarina and Leche. I'm not even going to mess it up again. I'll list it above my head along with the notes that's in this fragrance. These two I think will go great together as layering. Now the next one we're going to talk about is Victoria's Secret's Velvet Petals. This one here is simple notes again. The one thing I can't say about Victoria's Secret, they don't really go crazy with the notes. It's basically almond grays, it is floral, it is sweet. And that's just it. To me, it's almond paste and some floral notes. That's the gist of it. But I must admit, the one that works best for me is actually their Velvet Petals La Creme. I got that one, sprayed it up. I felt like in seconds it was gone. And the reason why I feel the Velvet La Creme, Petals La Creme works best is because what I layered that one with is Cocoa Violet by Montserrat. Cocoa Violet by Montserrat is just, it's supposed to be heavy in chocolate, but to me it doesn't really pull chocolate. What this pulls to me is just almond, velvet, vanilla, with a very light note of spiciness on the undertone. You do get some cacao, but it's not a chocolate heavy scent. It's just mostly hazelnuts and velvet, really. When I think of this one, that's what I get. Hazelnut, velvet, some vanilla with a slight orange undertone. I love white musk, so of course I get the white musk. But to me, Choco Violet, that's what it pulls for me. So I like to layer it with Velvet Petals. Velvet Petals, the original works great, but what works almost like duplicates to each other is Velvet Petals La Creme. If you have that one in your collection and you have Cocoa Violet, I say put them two together. You're going to absolutely love them. Okay, if you're looking for something to layer with Cocoa Violet, I would layer it with Sucrabella's Black Heart. So let me tell you about Black Heart. Black Heart is the whole line, Sucrabella, the whole line. You will find it online. I'll list it in the comments below in my description to tell you the website to go to get this fragrance. This one here is salted dark chocolate. It is like truffles, really. Dark chocolate truffles with a spicy caramel and a shot of whiskey. The notes, basically, and I'm going to list the notes above it, is Black Heart, and then I'll put the notes up here to what this is. And I sprayed it on my hand. When you combine those two together, what that chocolate note I wanted to get more of in Chocolate Violet, when I combine it with Black Heart, it amps it up. I don't know if it's just doubling up on that dark chocolate, and then you coming around and you adding some caramel to the vanilla, and then that shot of whiskey kind of gives it almost like a booziness. I'm not sure. I just know that it's great together. And one of my recommendations is going to be is you combine them. It was one of the ones that I just bumped into. I was trying out this fragrance. As you see, I only have the 10 ml of Black Heart, and I already had on velvet, chocolate velvet. And normally this is how majority of my layering items come up. And I just rubbed it on my skin to get a smell of it. But because I already had Chocolate Violet on, the combination was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. It amped up that dark chocolate, and I wanted more dark chocolate. So Black Heart did that for me. So I say combine these two together. If I could give a recommendation, combine these two together. I truly believe if you like chocolate, that you will love this. Okay, so let's get into what have I been wearing to bed, because I'm a person who believes you should smell great no matter what. You should always be tempting and alluring and sultry, right? So what I've been wearing to bed for the month of January has been Sweet Almond Honey. That's what I've been lotioning my body with, Sweet Almond Honey. This fragrance is probably on the retired list for Bath and Body Works, but if they bring it back, normally around the semi-annual sales, they'll bring stuff like this back. Get it. It is honey blossom, white jasmine, and sweet cream. But on my skin, it just gives me a coziness at night. It just like I'm engulfed with this honey, sweet, not overly floral note. And then if I'm not wearing that to bed, I have fell in love with Angel Food by Carol's Daughter. Angel Food Cake. Angel Food Cake, they could not have named it anything else. This literally smells like angel food cake. I will tell you this, you cannot, it is nutmeg, it's rose, and it's vanilla. I don't really get a lot of rose. I get more of that nutmeg and vanilla. Do not lather yourself in this. I take a little bit off the top, and I rub it on the top part of my body. I do not do my whole body. I made the mistake when I first got it and did my whole body and I felt like I wanted to get up and take a shower because it was so strong. I could not sleep. It was so like it took it to like a cakey, like a real cakey note, right? But that's just my taste. If you're a person who's love cake scents, love gourmand scents, then hey, I say put it all over. But if you're anything like me, only put it on the top part of your body. But I love this. And if that was not enough, my body spray that I've been wearing on top of these lotions has been vanilla bean. Vanilla bean is another one that is probably on the retired list at Bath and Body Works. These two together, it gives that honey and vanilla greatness, beautifulness. It's sweet. Now, when I put it on with this one here, I only hit myself I put it on damp body. I spray my body with the body spray while I'm damp. I let myself air dry a little bit. Then I take a little, very little of this lotion, Angel Food Cake, and then I layer it on top of it. And that becomes a very sweet candy-like cake scent that I can sleep in throughout the whole night. So that's what I have been wearing to bed for the month of January. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. I greatly appreciate it. I would love to know what have you been wearing in January throughout this month. In this journey, I've told you all of the body sprays that I've been wearing, what I've been layering those fragrances with, what has been on my easy reach list for January. Tell me about yours in the comments below. Tell me, what have you been wearing in January? You might give me some ideas, or anyone else who's watching the video. Again, I appreciate you stopping by. I am looking forward to talking to you again on the next video.